Okay, great. The paper size that I've taken right now for this painting is 4 inches by 4 inches. But you're okay to experiment on any size. I also have an A4 sheet with me over here. So whatever size you have, that's fine. I will update this on IGTV. Can't it be done on normal paper? It can be done on normal paper, but just ensure that you don't wet your paper too much, because then your paper would just start crumbling off. Okay, let me just show you these 4 pieces which are also there on my feed. They're all being colored in watercolors, and they've been done through negative painting. What exactly is negative painting? Let me explain you that first. It's a technique that you use. So for example, if this is, let me just draw a heart. If I color the heart, I'm coloring the positive space here, right? But if I don't color the heart, but instead I color the background, or I color around it, something like this, then I'm doing negative painting. So basically I'm not touching the positive area but the negative area, and because I paint the negative area, my positive subject comes out, which is this paper. This is a normal paper. A cartridge paper will also do. I'm going to be using a watercolor paper here with me. A4 size drawing book also works. Okay, I hope you understood what positive negative painting is. So just remove your paper and let's start. First, you don't need any pencil right now. Just take your paper and we'll apply a wash, a green wash to it. So I'm going to take my palette. Take some green color. Okay, before that, is everybody ready with your supplies? Should we start? Can we use photo colors? You can, but please use a very diluted form of photo colors. No, I'll just wait for 2 minutes for everybody to get their supplies and then we'll start. Is acrylics fine? You can try it with acrylics. Actually, add a lot of water to it and you can do it. You can at least learn the technique. You can also use poster colors. I also have poster colors with me over here. So you can just add water to it and you can use these two. Okay, let's start. So I have some green color from my palette here. Okay, so we are doing this piece right now, the cactus piece. I'm going to take some, I have no space here. Just see how much water I'm adding. I'm just making it the most diluted form I can. And then I'm going to take a brush, use a lot of water and give it a plain wash. Okay, I have this brush right now. If you have a flat brush, try and use a flat brush. So I also have a flat brush right now with me. So it's okay even if your wash is not perfect, because anyways we are going to paint layers on layers over this. So just do the wash, then I'll again explain you what exactly is negative painting, because this wash will take some time to dry. Right, so just do this light wash and keep your paper aside. In the meanwhile, people who have joined late, I'll explain you what exactly is negative painting. So I've done a very, very light wash, if you see. Okay, I'm just going to let it to dry for some time. So Art Cafe, what is negative painting? I'll show it to you. What is negative painting? basically whenever you draw something, for example, if I'm drawing a flower, okay, now this whole thing, my flower which I've drawn is my positive space, okay, and this is my negative space. So your negative space is the blank space, right? Usually when you draw or you color your subject, that is, you color what is your main object here, which is the flower. But in this case, in the negative painting case, we are not going to color the flower, but we're going to color outside it. And when we color outside it, the flower will automatically highlight. So that's a technique that you use in watercolors. And you actually create a lot of monochrome paintings, you know, when you do negative painting. So a lot of monochrome artists, they use negative painting techniques to paint their paintings. Okay, what color do you use? I'm using these Camlin colors, Camel watercolor cakes right now. Okay, I also asked if you guys have a hair dryer. So just to quicken the process, I have a hair dryer here, and I'm just going to hair dry it so that it quickly dries up. Can you repeat again? Manisha, I have just done a light wash of a green color on my sheet, and I'm now drying it. Okay, it's kind of dry. Even if it's semi-dry, it's fine. You can start working with the second layer. Now you need your pencil, okay, and we are going to draw the first layer. So if you see, this cactus is lighter than this, and this one is lighter than this one. Okay, so now we're going to draw the first layer of cactus. So I'm going to draw it like this. So I'm drawing different types of cactus. So this is what I've drawn here now. Okay, I'm going to wait for 2 minutes till this dries up. Okay, so after it's dried up, you can just do this drawing over it. Okay, I'll change my camera angle in case that's good. Can we draw anything? You can draw anything. I have done a simpler one with hearts over here. So if you are not comfortable drawing cactus, feel free to draw any of these patterns. So let me just show you what patterns you could do. You could draw hearts or circles, maybe just squares. Maybe you could draw arrows or a flower, a 5-petaled flower. Or maybe simple shapes like a U or semicircle, or maybe a petal, anything. Just keep repeating the same shape. Okay, so this is my cactus here now, and I'm going to start painting the next layer. Okay, so for this I'll grab my brush again. Now I'm going to again take my green color, but this time I'll add a little less water. So I want it to be a little darker than my original wash. Okay. Now I'm not painting inside the cactus but outside the cactus. Okay, so if you can see, I'm just adding color outside the cactus. Even if you are not able to do it perfectly, it's fine. Anyways, we are going to outline it at the end. So if a little bit of color goes inside, that's okay. This is more like a 2D design that I'm doing here. I'll try to read all of your comments, guys. Just looking at my paper right now, so might not be able to read all of your comments. You'll have to work a little quickly because with watercolors, if it dries up, it creates a little bit of a hard line which you don't want. So I have this area left here now. I hope you're all able to follow me. Okay. I'll switch to my flat brush again. So if you see, I've not colored the cactus, but I'm just coloring outside the cactus. Okay, it's kind of rough right now, which is okay because we are anyways going to do layers on layers, so it's okay if it is a little rough at this point. Okay, I'm just going to let it to dry now. This is going to be safe, yes. Does it go light to dark? Yes, it goes light to dark. So I did a very light wash initially. Then I'm using a little more tint of green. And then the next layer is going to be even darker. Okay, I'm going to wait. And in the meanwhile, maybe I can show off. So I got my products from Let's New Make. I ordered this big diary yesterday from them. I'm going to keep this here for all of you to see in case you're doing it along with me. And this is like an A3 size. So I was very excited because I just started painting on it. So I thought maybe till the time this is drying, I can show you my current project that I'm working on. So very excited to show you guys till that is getting done. Just let me put my camera, I'll show it to you. This is illusion mandala that I'm working on, and this diary is by Let's New Mix. It's an A3 size, and I just wanted to take a moment till the thing dries so that you can see it. Okay, so this is an A3 art book that I ordered from New Make, and luckily in spite of the lockdown they were able to send it. So thank you, Let's New Make, that you were able to send me this. I was looking for an A3 book from a very long time. Okay, this is drying, so I'm just going to be patient and let it dry. If you have a hair dryer, you can hair dry it. Thank you. Sorry guys, I'm showing off a little, but I thought maybe when it is drying up, I can just show you my current project that I'm working on, and that's keeping me really busy. I'm awake late in the night completing that. Okay, so brush brand, my brush brand, I'm using a Princeton right now, but I also have these Aurora brushes and I absolutely love them. They are Ujala brushes, sorry. Ujala and Aurora, I guess. Yeah, these are Ujala brushes that I use and I love them. They're cheap but give me a very nice, and they last long. Okay, I think this one has dried. Okay, now I'm going to add my next layer to it. So if you see in this one, my next layer is this one, right? These ones behind. So I'm going to start drawing again. Have you used another green color for the second coat? No, I've used the same color. I've used the same color and I've added less water into it this time. Okay, I'll wait for some time so that your paper is dry. Okay, now we're going to draw a cactus again. Okay, this is my cactus here. This is going to be, you know why I love drawing these cactus? Because they can have absolutely any shape, any form. So you don't need to be an artist, or you don't really need to have a good hand at drawing. Even if you just know how to hold a pencil, you can just draw these teda meda lines. So I'm going to draw my cactus leaves here. If you're not comfortable drawing it as complicated as I am, you can just skip one of the cactus and maybe just draw two of them. You're using normal paper? Yes, I'm using normal watercolor paper that you get in the market. It's no fancy paper that I'm using. Even these are normal papers that I have drawn on. Okay, just let it dry properly so that it does not smudge. Now I'm going to take a darker shade of my green. Okay, so I'm going to take my green and a little bit of a darker shade this time. Okay, and I'm going to start painting around this. Again, I'm not going to paint inside my subject but outside my subject. It will be available on Let's Numix IGTV. Also, I'll be saving it on my feed under my IGTV section. So feel free to refer to it in case you're not able to follow right now or you want to practice it later too. This is going to be available. Okay, so yes. I hope you are following it, guys, and enjoying the session. Just have fun with watercolors. Don't worry too much about going inside the line or outside the line. The point is to have fun, to learn something new, and enhance our skills. Okay, while this draw is going to dry, this layer, I have another thing that I want to show you, which again I ordered from Let's Numix and they happened to deliver it yesterday. So if you've been following my sessions, you would know that I also doodle a lot, and I was looking for a diary to doodle. So we'll show you my doodle diary also in the meanwhile. Let's just complete this. Do not use too much water at this point. Try and use a lot of your color. Okay. If you want, you can use different shades of green. That's absolutely perfect. You don't need to stick to one shade. Okay, now if you see, I have not really colored my subject at all. I'm just coloring it outside my subject, and my subject is coming out so beautifully. Okay, now I'm just going to color my top portion. If you're using cartridge paper, then please ensure that your first wash, do not apply too much water, and just don't apply too many layers. Just stick to 2 or 3 layers max, because I don't think cartridge paper would be able to take so much water. Okay, so this is like a real dark shade of green that I've applied now. To be very honest, when I was making these right here with me, I actually did all the 4 simultaneously. So I painted all the first 4 washes for all the 4 pieces, then the second wash together, so that I had enough time for each layer to dry. Okay, I'm just going to leave it here now. You can clearly see the first layer, which is very light, the second layer, which is a little darker. Now we're going to do the third layer. Okay, I'm just going to wait for everybody so that they will follow me, and let me show you what I ordered. So I ordered this diary, and since I'm a doodler, as some of you already know, so this has like a lot of colorful pages, and I'm very excited to actually start using this. So I'm very excited because I just got this yesterday from them. I ordered them, and they were kind enough to send it to me. So looking forward to using this diary, and I'll be sharing what I do in this diary on my feed. So in case you feel like checking my work, you can go to my feed and check my work. Also, all those people who have joined me, thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying this session. Are you going to teach only one design? Yes, dear, I would love to teach you all, but we don't have so much time, maybe in an hour. But I can tell you what I've done in each of them. Like in this one, the flower one, I've drawn flowers the same way, So this is how I've gone. I've done like I did a very light wash of yellow. Then I did a darker yellow, then I did some orange, and then I finished it with red, darker shades of red here. So in this I've used only red color, okay, and in this one I used only the blue color. So that's how I did. This one is only with green color. So this is what we're trying to recreate here. This again will take some time, so I'm going to use my hairdryer and dry this. Please repeat the name of your Insta handle. It's vidha.thakkar, THAKKER. Okay. Thank you. My mom has also joined me live today. Hi, Mama. But the other one has more shine than this. I didn't get your question, dear. What paints are you using? I'm using normal watercolors from Camel. If you want, I can show you how to draw the flower. How I've drawn the flower is I've drawn a circle. Okay, and I've drawn 5 leaves. Sorry, 5 petals. something like this. That's how I've drawn it. Okay. Thank you, Purnima Deshpande. Thank you. Okay, I think this is almost dry. Now we're going to add our last layer of cacti. Can I start? Can you done? Okay, so I can move to the next layer. Okay, so my next layer is going to be another layer of cactus. I think we are running ahead of time, so if I have time, I'll probably show you one more. We can probably do one more negative painting. Okay, I'll take the pencil. Okay, this is my another layer. It's going to be a little difficult. I love how the light is coming from the window right now on my desk. Okay, this is it. I'm going to draw here. So this is my last layer of cactus. This doesn't look like a cactus to me now. Here maybe. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to start painting this. For the last layer, I'm going to mix a little bit of green and a little bit of Prussian blue. So I'm going to take green and a little bit of blue, so I get a really dark shade of green. I don't like adding black to my watercolors. It just makes it very dull. So instead of black, I always use blue in my drawings. So a lot of blue and very less water. Okay, I have like the darkest shade of green here now. Okay, now I'm going to use this shade. Yes, Shudidi, I love the natural light. It's giving a very positive, I agree. So now I'm going to leave my subject and I'm going to paint around it, okay? So this is how I'm going to paint. Guys, if you are trying this with me and or you try it later, and if you share it on your stories or on your feed, don't forget to tag us. Let's Numic, that's the brand I was talking about, the art materials, the diaries that I ordered from. And so their handle is Let's Numic and my handle is vibha.thakkar. So don't forget to tag both of us so that we know that you've tried it and we can share it on our respective stories. Yeah, this is the best part, the best layer, because after this layer everything starts coming together. You know, this layer just brings out everything now, and I love how the first layer looks when you add the darkest shade around it. The contrast just looks so beautiful. This technique is also used a lot in landscape painting. So if you happen to see artists using only one color, like I said, monochrome paintings, they use this technique to paint landscapes. We have to do the whole thing? Yes. Can you tell me the name of the colors? I'm using Camel artist grade colors. Let me show you the box if you want. These are the colors I'm using. Okay. Amazing technique. Thank you, Manisha. I hope you are going to try this, and I'm very, very excited to see how you have interpreted it. Feel free to experiment it. You don't really need to do only cacti. You can also do hearts or circles or any other abstract shape. Thank you, Shruti Didi. It looks amazing. Thank you. This is all just coming together. If you see, when I add the last layer, okay, if you don't have watercolors, try it with poster paints. Add a lot of water to it and try it. Or maybe you can add a little bit of white to it. Yeah, you don't need to add water. Actually, you can add white to the poster paint and you can do it. So if you are using, say, a green, add green plus white and do the lightest wash first. Follow it up with more color and less white. Okay. So I'm done with this part. Now moving on over here, I need to make more paint. I'll show you how I'm adding my green. So this is my green, and I'm adding a lot of blue to it. Or just with one color palette. You can use multiple colors too. So you can use, say for example, warm colors and do one painting just with warm colors, or you can go with a cool color palette. Or if you want, you can use complementary colors, maybe something like a blue and an orange. Even that looks very nice. So you can experiment with a lot of colors. Just for the ease of learning the technique today, I wanted to experiment it only with one color. Also, I have pinned down both our handles below. Let's New Mix handle as well as my handle. I've also noted down the website from where you can buy the products. They have amazing stationery. I mean, I just love their diaries. They're very colorful. So you can check it out there. Also, feel free to DM me after the session in case you have any doubts. I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, I think I'm kind of done. Okay, so this is how it looks right now. So if you see, this still doesn't look like this piece because we are still left with the black outline. Once we do the black outline, this will all come together. Okay, now I'm going to let it dry, or maybe I can use my here. Okay, Mamta, what can you show the heart one just shape? Yes, I can. Wait, I do have 20 minutes, so we can do that too. We can do that. Okay, I'll just let this dry for some time here. In the meanwhile, maybe I can show you the heart one. Okay, so this is, I'm going to show it to you in rough. Okay, so that you get an idea about how I've done this one. What I've done is I've drawn hearts. Okay. Right, now if you have to draw the heart shape, you can just experiment with different shapes and not just one shape of the heart. So this is one shape, the other shape is a little more wider, something like this. The other one is a little more elongated, something like this. Something is more curvier. Okay, something like this. So you have different shapes when it comes to the heart also. You don't really need to just stick to one basic shape. You can use multiple shapes and do this piece. I done a light blue wash here. Just like the first one, you do a very light wash. Okay, I have purple color with me, so I'll take purple. And I'll just do a very light wash. Okay. And I'm going to let it dry. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Apeksha. Okay, I'm going to let it dry. And then I'm going to paint around it. So I'm going to take more color now and less water. Okay, and I'm going to paint around this. So I'm just showing it to you, so because a lot of people have liked, I think, the heart one. So I'm just showing it to you in rough how you can do it. Okay, remember this is again like a wash. I've not used too much of my color in this. It's more of water, but it's darker than the first wash. Okay, and then again I'm going to try this. What color? Feel free to use any color. Here I've used shades of blue. I'm using purple over here, so that's okay. You can even experiment with two colors if you want. Yes, you can use aqua brush too for doing this. Once this dries up, I think it has kind of dried up, then I'm going to add the next layer of hearts. So like I said, don't stick to one shape. There are a lot of shapes that you can experiment with even in a heart. So I'm going to experiment with different shapes here. Okay, let the heart also get cut, you know, it looks nice. So this is my second layer. Just like the previous drawing where I was adding layers of green, I'm going to use even a darker shade of blue and try over this. So I'm going to use a darker shade of blue and I'm going to paint this. Guys, I'm doing this in rough because I just want to show you the technique. Okay. And I'm just going to fill this up now. So you see there's this one heart, then there's a little darker shade, and then you will have the third heart which will be of this color. Can we start the cactus? Yes, yes, we can. We just have 15 minutes. But I hope you've got an idea of how we're doing the heart. Okay, coming back to the cactus now. So this is done now. I'm going to take my pen. I'm going to take a Micron pen. I have this pen with me. This is a waterproof pen. If you don't have a waterproof pen, you can even use a sketch pen. Just let this dry very nicely, otherwise it will blot. So once it's completely dry, if I touch, it doesn't come into my hands. At this point, you can start outlining it. You're welcome, Mamta. Okay, now I'll start outlining this. Okay. So now cactus becomes a cactus only because of the ridges and all the thorns that it has. So I'm going to outline this and I'm going to draw those thorns, everything over there. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to draw some lines here now. Okay, then I'm going to draw some lines here. Just outlining my design. Okay, follow the shape and draw these dotted lines. So let these dotted lines meet at the top. Okay. Fine. Now this is another kind of a cactus. This is one. So for this cactus, I'm going to outline it first. Now again, in the outlining, you can give it a little thicker edges somewhere and then, a thin edge somewhere. So I'm going to make this a little thicker and then maybe thinner. Okay. Micron, there's a 0.3, but right now I am using a soft line. I keep using a lot of different kinds of pens. I just love experimenting. And this is a 0.8 soft liner by Line Plus, which I'm using right now. Okay, in this one, I think I'll just leave it blank. Okay, moving on to the next one, I will outline this again. Okay, so now if your pencil marks are seen, it's okay. You can cover it up with the pen. Okay. Now in this one, I'm going to draw straight lines. Okay, and really close to each other. If you want, you can change your pen and you can use a thinner pen also at this point. So this is how I'm doing it. Okay. Yes, I'm going to save the video on IGTV. It's going to be there on both the pages, Let's Numic as well as Vibha Thakkar. Feel free to watch it anytime. Okay. Also guys, just repeating myself again, if you are trying this with me or plan to try it later, don't forget to tag us so that we know and we can share it on our stories, and we will be very happy to see how you have done this. Okay, I'm just outlining. Now for this one, I'm going to give it a little bit of a ridge, so I'm going to draw these thorns, some triangle shapes. Let me zoom it and show it to you what I'm doing here. I'm doing these triangles. Okay, so I want to give it like a thorn kind of a feeling. Okay, then this one I'm just going to outline it simply. This one also. This is more like, you know, a wavy shape that I'm doing here. Okay, and inside this wavy shape I'll draw some wavy lines. Fine. Now this one again I'm going to outline it, and here I'm going to draw thorns over it. So how do you draw these thorns? Is you draw these 3 lines, you know, just like you used to draw grass when you were kids. That's how you draw it. Maybe some on the edges too. So these are these little thorns that the cactus have. Okay, now this one. Okay, I'm just going to add some lines here and there. If you want, you can add thorns to it. Okay, now this one. Again, in this one I'm just adding some lines. Okay. I'll just add some dots on this one. So you can work with a lot of patterns and textures. Thank you for all the thumbs up, guys. I hope to see all of your artworks. Okay, and I think now when you see it, I'll just zoom out. If you see it, I feel that this looks too empty here, so I'll just draw some lines and maybe a few dots, thin and thick lines, and maybe a few dots. So yes, we're almost done. We're almost done with this painting of ours. Thank you, Mansi. Love the technique. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for joining in. I hope you enjoyed this painting. Again, this is not really a painting, but this is if you call it, it's a technique that you use in watercolors, which is called the negative painting technique. And let me also show you again in case you join late. I've done a few pieces with the same technique here. Okay, I've tried and used only one shade here, but you can try with multiple shades. Like in this one, I've used yellow and orange and red. This one is only green. This one is only blue. So experiment. Can we add something with white? You can, if you're using poster colors, like I said, you can add white to your color. and instead of adding water, you just replace it with white and you finish your painting. Thank you everybody for joining in. I will be very excited to see what you guys have done, and excited to post it on my stories. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lakshana. Your explanation is awesome. Thank you. Yes, you'll get this recorded video on Let's Numic Instagram feed, also on my feed, which is vibha.thakkar. Also, if you are interested, I showed you some items in between that I ordered from Let's Numic yesterday, like this doodle diary. And in case you want to order any of it, you can go through their website, which I've pinned below, so you can check it out there. And stay safe and stay at home, guys. Although the lockdown has been lifted in some areas, please take precautions, stay healthy, and hope to see you in my future live sessions. Thank you Numic for this opportunity. Bye.